pupils. Just how brightly does your world light up when a new prep task pops onto your UpNet dashboard? Oh look, Mummy, a new French vocabulary prep, how simply delicious. Parents, with what excitement do you see that late night email from your line manager land in your inbox? Super! Another problem they've created for you to solve. How much satisfaction will you gain from worrying away at it instead of lying there peacefully asleep? And Chaplain, just how fulfilled do you feel as you see in your diary that another online chapel talk has to be produced? A dash of mediocre humour, a smear of dubious theology. Such fun. Here's Bible quiz time. In the book of Genesis, what was the first sign that suffering had entered the world after Adam and Eve ate the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden? Well, actually, it was Adam and Eve having creation's first ever marital dispute, as they blamed each other for being so stupid as to believe a talking snake. But the second sign that human beings were now destined to suffer was that Adam was told he would have to work. Until that moment, the human race had skipped around the place absolutely starkers, sniffing fragrant blooms and plucking pomegranates from the trees. But now such ease and pleasure would have to be earned the hard way by the sweat of our brows. It is, of course, that ancient story of the fall of mankind that gave us the famous aphorism, "Work is a curse." And that's certainly how work can feel for us. In answer to my own questions, no, I don't expect you do much like doing prep or compensating for your line manager's incompetence. And try not to take this too personally, nor was I wholly filled with joy at having to write a talk when I could have been watching another railway video on YouTube. Work can sometimes feel stifling and crushing. There are so many things I could be doing, I think, only this rubbish is getting in the way. When it's dull or there's too much of it, or when we can't see the point behind it, work does indeed feel like a curse, as it does when the sheer volume of work makes us feel anxious, when we feel we've failed, when we worry we'll never get it done. But then there is the alternative. In these challenging times, there are plenty of people who would simply love to be offered some work to do, any work. In part, of course, that's simply because work means wages and we all need money. But it's also because work means occupation and purpose, structure, social contact, fulfillment, and so many other things that matter to us. I love a single day when I get out of bed late and think I have literally nothing to do today, but I fear the prospect of days and weeks of doing the same. Alongside its picture of work as a curse, the book of Genesis also offers something else. God's creation of the universe and its inhabitants is itself described by the word work. And perhaps that's a clue for us, that while work can be deadening, it can also be creative, an echo in fact of divine creativity. Work which makes something, adds something, improves something, that's good work. Good for us and good for creation. Whatever the tasks that land on our plate, can we find a creative purpose through them? I'll leave that with you as you turn your attention to the next prep or the next work email, and as I smash out the final full stop to my script.